Welcome to Talk of the Town. It's the season of pumpkins.
And Grandma's home-baked cookies. Or maybe you're looking for a change in hairstyle.
Or a low-cost fashion fix. We've got it all this month.
We start with a terrifying trip to the Hotel of Horror in Saylorsburg. No matter what happens in this piece, don't worry. We survived. Here's a secret. I don't like scary things.
Me neither. Why did we agree to come to a haunted house?
I don't know.
What were we thinking?
I don't know. Excuse us, please.
We do have a very intense scare factor. We hear a lot of laughter here, along with the screams. We have 3 fantastic attractions. The flagship haunted house, Hotel of Horror, the Altered Nightmares Haunted House, and the Exhibition Macabre, which is a static display museum.
That wasn't nice.
That was just the door. I know, I'm gonna have a heart attack.
That was just the start. Checking around before we go. I feel like I'm dragging you.
You might be.
Come join us! But first, ring the bell.
We didn't ring the bell.
I don't want to ring the bell.
Ring the bell!
No running.
Hurry, your hand is ice cold.
Oh, geez.
No, I want to play with you! You go hide! Can I come find you?
We're gonna go this way. Hi. Bye.
And when you go hide, I'm going to split your Achilles tendon so you can't run away. Come on, darling, have a seat.
Sit up!
That's it, baby darling. You'll be much more comfortable, sweetheart.
Getting out of this chair.
You have run now!
No, he's not. Don't scare him off. Let him stay. Come, Bertie.
I liked it better when you were going first. Oh, I don't really like little dark places.
Give me some of your brains, Lee! Brains!
Our brains are far too valuable. Oh, you have that whole barrel. He just laughed. He seems like a happy ghoul.
Run like hell! Remember, at the Hotel of Horror, there's always room for one more. Yeah.
The Hotel of Horror is welcoming new victims every Friday, Saturday, and Sunday through October. They are also open on Halloween, which is a Wednesday this year.
And we want you to have a wonderful, frightful evening, being scared to death, just like us.
That's right.
So our friends at Hotel of Horrors are giving us 2 passes for 1 lucky viewer. Just go to our Facebook page, like the proper photo for your chance to win.
Now get your pumpkins ready. When we come back, we're carving. welcome back to Talk of the Town. Fall is a wonderful time of year with all of the great autumn colors, and of course, it's fun to decorate for Halloween.
Carving pumpkins is one of my favorite things this time of year. There seems to be a growing trend of decorating pumpkins that can last long past Halloween. So we have some tips from our good friend Liz Buckholtz from Michael's Arts and Crafts. Liz, thanks so much for coming out.
Thank you for having me back.
Okay.
We are going to start with pumpkins that aren't out of the garden.
They do not rot.
They are a styrofoam pumpkin and they're hollow inside. And you can carve them with a hot tool.
And we're going to try and do just that. Carve them with a
Yes.
hot tool. Explain what you did to this pumpkin.
What we did was we used the Versa tool.
Show us that
This
thing.
is the
That's
Versa
hot
tool.
and sharp.
It's very hot. And it will melt the pumpkin just a little, so we can cut nicely through. It's a hot X-Acto knife.
That's what it looks like,
Yes.
an X-Acto knife. Okay, and here is a little ghost. And that's actually just a silly little face on the pumpkin that Marie's holding.
Put them down and start
So-
on ours.
Okay,
You can freehand yours, or we have a
like a stencil sort of a
stencil.
thing.
And then we're just gonna tape it on here.
Just some Scotch tape. Oh, I
Yep.
guess I need a bigger piece of Scotch tape. Now, obviously, this is something for grown-ups to do.
Yes.
Okay.
That's what we're gonna
Do we need some more tape or we're good?
I think we're good.
Okay.
Gonna have to work. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna follow the lines and I'm just gonna score it lightly. Because then what I'm gonna do is afterwards, I'm just gonna come back and I'm going to go over it after I take the
Cut it
paper.
all the way
Oh,
out.
so you're going to take the paper off after you
Yes.
just kind of trace it
Yeah.
first. And you're just kind of letting it, it's actually melting and you're
Yes.
just dragging it as it goes.
Yeah.
Much different than the sawing of the years gone by.
Yes. And a lot
With the big
cleaner.
knife, yeah.
And a lot cleaner. All right, it's time for us to try. Let's see.
Go ahead, you try first, Kimberly.
All right, you did an eyebrow, so I'll work on the eyeball, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, you can feel that the,
Just melts it right down
yeah,
in.
it just melts it right away. And I feel like I'm doing an okay job making my circle. I guess you have to be careful not to go too fast, though.
Yes.
Oops. Yeah, my circle may not be 100% perfect. Laugh all you want, you're next.
I was watching Liz very carefully.
Well, I know we have time constraints, so. Okay.
All right, cool. My turn. All right, I'm left-handed. I will use my left hand.
And we'll stay away from your left hand.
Yep.
Try it the other way to be easier.
Oh, yeah,
There
the
you go.
sharp side. Thanks, Liz.
And when
See?
Marie's cutting out the eye, tell us now, you filled our table with an assortment of different things that people can find at Michael's. I love how you put flowers on top of pumpkins.
Yes, we've got flower bouquet with ribbon. They painted the inside with the Krylon spray paint, and then you can put a little tea light inside to make it glow. This other one already came with the yellow, orange, and white on there, and we just embellished it. We cut this one out, put some styrofoam in, and made a floral arrangement. This one over here was the foam stuff. If you don't want your kids to use the tool here, you can give them foamies. And then we also have in the corner one that if you don't want to cut it yourself, you can actually just order them from our store.
Cheaters. That's cheating, but you know what? It's so easy, and your house looks great, so nobody has to know,
Nope.
right? All right, so you can kind of see, you can get an idea. We can see it here, but you can see that it's scored, and some places we kind of melted the paper right to it.
Right to the pumpkin.
But that's the part that's going to be gone, so.
Yeah, it's hard to tell in our camera, but there's definite lines from where the eyeballs are and the mouth. So now we just go back and go through the whole pumpkin.
Yep.
All right, so we're all finished. And Liz, how do we do?
Very good.
I
Nice
think
and
he's
smooth?
really cute.
Not bad, not
No.
bad. All right, let the tool do the work. That's what we have to remember.
He looks like a fun pumpkin. Okay, so now we're going to put away that Versatool and do something for kids.
Yes. What we have here today is Mr. Pumpkinhead. And what it is foam, little foam pieces already pre-cut for your kids to do.
Stickers,
Stickers.
no, nothing sharp,
Nope.
nothing hot.
Already
Prepackaged and ready to go. Okay, so they're already pre-done and ready to go. So I've got like a pipe cleaner and this little triangle piece is for
For the ear. You got one ear, I have the other ear over here. So let's put the ears
Okay.
together. And it's pretty easy. You just like take the backing off and
go to town and you put the
Yeah.
pipe cleaner in the middle, right?
Yes. And I'm going to take a pair of scissors and we're going to put a little hole right up on the top, 2 holes. Make sure you go all the way down. You're going to put the pipe cleaner in there.
Okay. Have pipe cleaner. Still, you have to work it to get it in there. There we go.
cute.
Okay, we've got the ears. What's next?
I got eyes.
Oh, and the eyes are already made up.
They're easy, they're sticky.
That's your eyeball.
No. Unless we're gonna cross hands here.
I can tell already.
Or make
Unless
the
we
poor
make the
little
poor
cat,
cat.
yeah. And we just have to pick a spot. Well, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna put mine on and then you can face
I'll
it toward
judge.
you and look at it to make it even.
Oh, it's fun though. This is a great thing for kids, I would think.
so simple and nobody can get hurt. Here,
No.
we're putting sparkles on the tail. This is the tail, and we did the same thing. We took the pipe cleaner and put it in between. Here's some sparkles.
I love when our cat has
Probably
bling.
should put some on either side, I would assume, right?
I want mine there. Probably that
Here's
side's gonna
one
show.
more.
Okay, put them there. Good. And then we need a.
A spot. We need our scissors again.
Yep.
So mom has to help with this.
Yes. Still need mom's help.
And this is Mr. Pumpkinhead. I'm sorry, but I think this is Mrs. Don't you agree?
I agree.
Kitty Pumpkinhead.
There we go.
I think its tail is upside down.
Flip it around.
There you go. You got it.
Oops.
There's a mouth. And I have the nose. And they're simple as simple can be, too.
Yes,
Just-
you do the nose first so that we make sure we put the mouth in the right spot. Although it might be more fun if our kitty is kind of odd looking. It is for Halloween.
And then we have whiskers. And the whiskers are glued, or are we just going to stick holes and just
Well,
kind of
we can stick holes.
and just put kind of lace them in?
Yep.
Okay.
Marie and I work pretty well as a team.
Yes, you guys do.
And it helps that I'm left-handed because then we can
Yeah.
work on it this together.
I didn't even
Trying
think
to
about
make
that.
them kind of the same. Give them some shape.
Okay, I'll give mine shape too. Okay. I like our
Wonderful.
cat.
Cute.
I like kitty
Really,
Pumpkinhead.
really cute. Very cute.
you go.
And
With
so
a
easy.
blingy tail.
Yeah, we did that pretty fast too. So I think kids could do that. They would love that. All right.
They would totally love that.
Huh. Well, thanks, Liz, for all of the great ideas. And to help you all get ready for the autumn season, Michael's is giving away 3 $10 gift certificates to 3 lucky viewers. In addition, we're also giving 1 lucky viewer a great Halloween decorated pumpkin. Just visit our Facebook page and like the correct photo for your chance to win.
When Talk of the Town comes right back, Marie takes center stage in a fabulous hair show.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, everyone. Fall is a great time to embrace the changing seasons. The leaves are changing great colors of red and gold and bronze. Why not get a bold new hair color and maybe get daring with a hot new cut, too? Today, we're at a hair show to showcase all nutrient Cicacia products and hair color. About 100 professional stylists are here to learn some new techniques to give you some great new looks in their salons. But we want to show you the before and afters. This all started a few weeks ago with the model hair calls. Some Talk of the Town viewers got in on the act by showing up at the model calls like this one at Hair Excellence in Stroudsburg.
Nobody knows exactly what's going to happen. And everybody wants somebody to be able to tell them what they would look good in. So the models that came, we wanted to give them a little different look because we think that each season we should change hair color. And so we had that in mind. When we looked at each of the models, and we always want to make sure that the skin tones and the eye color and the hair are in harmony, and then you really see the person.
Michael Coons is the regional educator for all nutrient and Cicacia products. He's also been my stylist for over 20 years. Michael and his team put this hair show together, and they agreed to let me be one of the models.
I have never had my hair done on stage before.
We're using all nutrient and Cicacia products and hair color. They're made from renewable rainforest resources and certified organic.
What's more special about them is not just what we use, it's what we don't use. We don't use sulfates, we don't use mineral oil, we don't use propylene glycol. So all the things that are irritants in most products are not in our products. The nicest thing is that we're doing a keratin treatment and color in one shot, reconstructive. 100% gray coverage. Of course, Marie does not have gray hair. Chromatically challenged. Launchpad magazine voted us the best permanent hair color, the best reconstructive permanent hair color. So our color goes above and beyond just coloring the hair. It infuses the hair each time you do a color treatment with vitamins, minerals, proteins, essential fatty acids, moisturizers. The keratin that we use on your hair actually does a keratin treatment and color all in one shot.
It's all in the timing, so while we wait for my great new highlights and lowlights, let's meet a true hair designer ready to hand out some great new cuts. This is Frances London DeBose. She specializes in short cuts.
And sometimes I feel like I'm cheating because I know immediately what color, because I look at the eye, and you learn to just scan over. Like I know exactly what length I want to make somebody's hair.
It's wonderful. Loved every minute of it. I'd do it anytime. It really was a big transformation from when I originally went to Diane's first at Hair Excellence for the color, and then here for the cut. I love it.
I love the color. I get a lot of compliments on my hair, and I think Hair Excellence did a great job. And I love all the different tones to my hair. It makes a big difference.
Oh, it's going to be great. It's going to be so easy, and I love that it's, you know, get up and go kind of thing. Nobody's got time to fuss. I'm going to love it.
Oh, I'm so excited. This is like the best thing I could have done. I love the hair. It just makes me feel better about myself. Like just more alive, more fun. I'm ready to just go out and have fun with it now.
And then Frances took models from the audience, ready for a change.
What do you hope for that person sitting at home? What do you want them to do?
Well, I hope it sparks a little of their excitement and make them go in and get with a hairdresser who will show you pictures, who will really talk to you about your hair and do a complete consultation. Find out what your face shape is, what color would be better.
Call your hairdresser, book an appointment, and ask for certified organic hair color. Ask for certified organic products and see what they can do for you.
Wow, some of those makeovers took years off those ladies. Maybe you should consider a new haircut or an adventurous color. I heard Marie almost got a shortcut. She'd look great in any haircut, but I like her long hair. Stay tuned for more on Talk of the Town.
Coming up next, we get close to nature.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town, everyone. It's time to get moving, and this month we're going to rediscover a forgotten pastime.
Something that many of you probably haven't done since you were kids, playing in the woods.
I know I haven't.
Me neither. We're going to go climb some trees.
Looking at Kim and I, do you think we're going to be able to hack this?
Absolutely.
Do you think we're going to be able to
Anybody
do this?
who is in any reasonable physical condition can do this. It's a little bit of work, but it's not something that you don't have to be a marathoner, you don't have to be a weightlifter, because there are things that we teach you that we've taken actually from rock climbing to learn which muscle masses are the strongest on your body. I'm not a weightlifter by any means, and I do really fine. So it's more legs than arms, really.
And you're confident enough.
Absolutely. It's
All
good
right,
core
good.
workout though too.
Good.
It is. Yeah, you're gonna feel it here.
All right, good. Franklin Clock, a naturalist at the Carbon County Environmental Education Center, is our tree climbing instructor. Things have sure changed since we last climbed some trees. Our first step is getting on the safety gear, similar to harnesses used by rock climbers.
They're tied in a very, very safe system that's been tried and true and experimented with and perfected over dozens and dozens of years of this work.
Our first lesson, send a feeder line over a branch so we can attach our ropes.
Be the beanbag. You are the beanbag. So you want to envision traveling over that branch yourself.
Be the beanbag. Be the beanbag. I got a cattail.
All right, Marie, that wasn't even close to the tree.
It takes some practice.
It's like you went fishing.
It landed in the mud. Now's your turn.
Yeah, it's my turn. She gives me the muddy beanbag. Thanks. I'm looking at it. I can't do any worse, Marie.
No, you can't do any worse than what I did.
Although maybe I shouldn't say that either. All right,
on
here
the
goes.
You can smack it right
I'm
into
the
the tree.
beanbag. Woohoo! Ah!
Take it back. I take it back. I take it back. I at least went the right direction. Get out of my way. It's my turn.
After a few more not quite successful attempts, we decided to let Franklin give it a shot.
There you go. We got it.
Once our ropes were set, it was time for the real work.
Put a foot or even 2 feet in it. Tuck your legs up like you're on the ground and stand up. When you stand up, you've loosened all of this. And then you slide it and then relax.
So now stand up.
Right, now see your hands right underneath that knot so you can push it right up. So as you stand up, you can slide at the same time. There you go. Try to keep your hands, okay, that's good. Try to keep your hands underneath that knot.
It's slow going at first until we get the knack of using the ropes to help us climb. But soon, it's just fun.
We've gotten kids that come here that haven't even been in the woods before, and they're just thrilled. I mean, they're wide-eyed and they're frightened when they get here, and they look up and they think, my gosh, it's so high. But when they get up there, they don't want to come back down. And it's not because they're afraid to. We have to force them to come down because somebody else wants that rope.
Good job, guys. I'm even hugging the tree upside down.
Oh, that's awesome.
I can't get to the tree upside down.
If you haven't climbed a tree since you were a kid, you're missing something. There's a lot of things on the ground to see, but there's a lot more to see up there, and you should give it a try. Guys, welcome back to Earth.
Thank you.
That was fun.
That was fun.
If you want to climb through the trees, mark November 3rd on your calendar and be part of National Family Tree Climbing Day at the Environmental Education Center.
There is, I believe it's a $20 fee for the Family Tree Climbing Day, only because it's not a 1-hour program, it's an all-day event. The neat thing about Tree Climbing Day this year is if you sign up and you pre-register and you come and we go through the day course, we'll adjourn the course when it's over, and then I'm going to offer a second option to come back after dark, and we're going to do this at night with headlamps and things like that, which adds a whole new element to it, so it's really, really cool.
What an amazing time we had climbing trees. Franklin Clock and everyone at the Environmental Education Center are great.
They are, and they're giving one lucky viewer a pair of tickets for National Family Tree Climbing Day. Just visit our Facebook page and like the right photo for your chance to win.
All that exercise could make anyone hungry, so we've decided to make some cookies.
That's right. Over the years at TV 13, everyone is excited whenever our director, Zack Booth's grandmother sends in a batch of her homemade spice cookies. So we invited her to share the recipe. Thanks for coming, Gram.
Thank you very much.
You know, it's always a great way to get some cookies, too. Well, Jean Booth is with us, and Jean, is it okay if we just call you Gram?
I think that's great.
Everyone
Yes.
calls you Gram?
Yes, everyone
And-
calls me Graham.
And we're gonna make Gram's ginger snaps today?
Yes, yes. And since I have two helpers, I thought you could both do part of the recipe at the same time.
Sounds great. You're gonna tell us what to do.
You can take all the damp things and you can take all the dry things.
All right.
Okay.
Like you can take these 2 eggs and you can take the fork and you can beat those eggs.
Beat the eggs.
All right.
And you could put the flour in the sifter.
All right. So we're gonna sift the flour. Like this?
Yeah, that looks good.
All right. I'm gonna get it into the sifter first. Maybe I'll steal this spoon just to help me out a little.
Yeah.
Go for it. Okay, my eggs done. Add them to the big bowl.
Yes, put them in the big bowl. And then you...
Add the...
No, I'm getting ahead of myself. You put them back in the little bowl.
Put them back in the little bowl, Kim. All right,
And
so you
then
got...
you put the butter in. You put the butter in the big bowl.
You're used to just doing
butter
this all
and
by
sugar.
yourself, and
Yes,
and you get it
yeah.
probably done really fast, I bet.
Okay.
There, you put the
3/4
butter.
a cup of butter.
Yes, and then you take the thing,
the
bowl
sugar.
of sugar, and you put that in, and you
This
take
is
the
2
wooden,
cups of sugar.
and then you take the wooden spoon and you mix those together.
Okay.
All right, I have 3 3/4 cups of flour in there, and it's sifted, Graham. So what do I do next?
Now you take those things and let's
Got
see,
some
what do you
spices.
have
I have
here?
cloves, cinnamon, and ginger. How much do I need?
Okay, you need and the ginger. You need 4 teaspoons full.
4 teaspoons of
And you're
ginger.
probably going to have to use a little. of
Yeah, I'm gonna have to use the half teaspoon, aren't I, to
And
fit
you'll
in
have
there?
to make it 8 then.
Maybe I'm gonna have to. Nope, I'm gonna have to use the 1/4. So how many quarters do I need,
goodness.
Graham?
That's a
Okay.
lot. 16 now you're up to,
16.
Marie.
I'm glad somebody knows their math.
I'm all right with that part of
2,
math.
3. Keep going. I'm going to 16. 4.
All right, now that I've got this pretty
Now
good,
you put the eggs in.
now I'm good with my 2 eggs. In they go.
Yes.
8.
You're halfway there,
9.
Marie. Okay, now I'm
10.
whipping it up some more.
Yeah, and then you put the molasses.
12.
Molasses. So this is a serious recipe.
It is. This means business.
A 1/2 cup of molasses.
Yes.
16.
How old is this recipe?
It's very, very old, and I think you can tell, lots of times you can tell how old a recipe is if it doesn't have any salt in or any vanilla either.
Oh, yeah, this
Because
has neither.
That was hard to come by in colonial days.
Interesting. All
So
right.
this is going back a long time,
goes
this
back a
recipe. So
long
this is
time.
your Graham's Gram.
Yes.
All right, I
Yes.
read over your shoulder and I put in a 1/2 teaspoon of cloves, and now I need the cinnamon.
Yes.
So what do I got? Cinnamon.
Okay, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon.
All right, so I'm gonna keep using my 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm gonna put 4 in. And then what else do I have to put in here? Just the baking soda, right?
Where does the baking soda go?
1.5 teaspoons.
1.5 teaspoons of baking soda.
Yep, baking soda is with the dry stuff over there.
Thank you.
On your
Thank
recipe.
you.
That's no problem.
I'm out of my element here.
It's not your own kitchen, Graham, and I know you know your own kitchen.
Well, maybe.
Yeah. And I know all of us at TV 13 know your cookies.
That's right, you've been making these for a long time.
Yes.
Now the only thing left, I believe, on my end is the distilled vinegar.
Exactly. And what do you get here?
2 teaspoons, it looks like.
There you go.
And I don't have to worry about using smaller things to get them. I'm all good.
I don't know what that must do to it.
What, the vinegar?
Yeah, I've never made a cookie recipe with vinegar.
I made cake with vinegar sometimes, and it just gives it an interesting taste.
See what you can do. You
Put it through the sifter again.
Put it
right?
through the sifter again.
Into here.
Yeah, and you're gonna put it in the cookie sheet, and then you can salvage.
If I have to, huh?
Yeah.
Let's see if I can do. Let's do this.
Yeah, it'll probably go in there. And this is all ready then, so all that has to happen next is
put
she's
that
gonna...
in, and then the dough's all ready.
It's an interesting, you can smell the vinegar.
I smell the cinnamon.
And
Smells good.
Yeah, I was
Over here, I
smelling
smell
molasses
cloves.
first. This is a wonderful recipe, especially for this time of year. I feel like ginger snaps and the fall just sort of go together.
Yeah. It's Zach's favorite.
Zach's favorite.
Yeah, it might be my favorite too. Although, I'm not gonna lie, chocolate chip cookies are hard to come by sometimes, and they're one of my favorites too. And you make good chocolate chip cookies too.
Why, thank you.
I think anything I've ever tried that you make is delicious,
I like the sand tarts, the little sugar cookies that are
I like
flat.
those too.
That you can almost see through them. But they're a bugger to make.
Are they? Well, yeah, then don't bring them in for Marie and I to make. This is a good recipe.
All right, this is all sifted together now, so I believe it belongs to you.
And then we just pour it in and mix it up.
Mix it up.
Oh, she's a good mixer.
She is a good mixer.
Over the years, I've slowed my mixing skills down. I used to be in a big hurry and I'd wear half the batter or the flour would go flying.
Least, yeah.
Socially and cooking, she's good at mixing.
Why, thank you, Graham.
Graham, what's your favorite thing to make? I know you bake a lot.
I don't know.
You like a little of everything?
Well, the thing I like to make best is fudge.
Okay.
Oh,
we'll have to have you back.
Fudge sounds like fun. Chocolate fudge?
All kinds. Chocolate and peanut butter. I like panucci too. Did you ever eat panucci?
Yes.
I like that.
All right, so Kim is mixing the dough, and voila!
Voila, you've got the finished product here.
The finished
And that way you don't have to mix and mix and mix.
There you go.
Well, that's all right, I'll mix and mix more later. But what do we do with this now?
Okay, now you take, there's a fork here someplace. You take the
Here's
fork.
the fork.
And you pull little hunks out. Yeah, like that.
Like that?
Yeah,
Okay.
like that.
Have a hunk, Marie.
And
we're gonna make it into a little ball.
Yeah, make it and put some sugar on it. You know, sort of roll it
Roll it in
around,
the
and then you
sugar.
just put it on the
tray.
On the tray.
I'll dump them in there, and you make them. You whip them up, okay, Ree?
All right.
Teamwork. You can
Got
do
it.
several at a time. I've made peanut butter cookies like this.
Yes, and then you press them
Press
down
them
with
in
the
the
fork.
fork. Yeah. Now, are we gonna do that here, or are these just gonna spread themselves?
No.
They're gonna spread themselves when they get in the oven.
Yes, they'll go flat, and then they get those wrinkles in them. They age and get wrinkles.
It's good for a cookie.
Well, they're good when you get the wrinkles.
And you always have to eat a little bit of
batter
of cookie
as
batter.
you're going.
I know they tell you not to. You know,
And
they say.
the hot cookies right when they come out of the oven.
I'm a definite hot cookie right
have
off
to
the
be-
tray person.
You have to be a good tester, right?
Yes.
Okay, and once we have our tray all together, then we just stick it in the oven. I noticed you brought some marshmallows with.
Well, you know, after they're baked, it's fun. Then you take them out of the oven, let them cool off, and then put a marshmallow on top of them. And put them back into the oven for a little bit, or into the microwave, just like maybe a minute or two, and it'll melt the marshmallow on top. And the children really like that.
Makes it pretty
You know,
good.
they feel as if they're baking something.
Yeah. All right, and
All right.
we've got some that came right out of the oven too.
So there's our tray. All right. And voila! Now these are the ones we get to try.
Oh, sure.
Right out of the oven, and these are the ones that had some marshmallow
Marshmallows on
melted
them.
on them.
Yes.
All right,
Yeah, and they don't turn out very good if you do it too long. But you see, these are
Snappy ginger snaps.
Oh, they're wonderful.
Very good.
What a great recipe. And we're going to put this on our Facebook page so that all of you can try this recipe at home too. It's
With
wonderful.
coffee.
With coffee. That's a good idea.
We forgot the coffee.
All right. And Graham, you have a special, a friend who is your official taste tester, I think.
Cookie tester.
Oh, I'm afraid she's too young for that, but she will come over and smell them.
She smells them? What's her name?
This is Violet. This is little Violet, but I have a biscuit for her.
She has her own cookie.
She's only 14 weeks old, right?
Right, right.
So cute. A little tiny skipper key.
Yes, it's my baby.
Your baby.
Yes.
And official, we won't say cookie taster. She can taste her biscuits while you bake. Does she sit in the kitchen and watch you?
Yes.
Yes, she does. I bet she does.
And hope for things to fall on the floor, which they usually do.
Well, Graham, thank you very much for sharing your cookie
you're
recipe for
welcome.
us today.
Yes,
We appreciate
thank
it
you
very
for
much.
having much.
me.
And Talk of the Town, we'll be right back. It's always fun to find hidden treasures, especially when you're saving money.
While shopping.
Yes.
There's a growing trend that's giving fashion new life. And we're at Second Story High-End Thrift in East Stroudsburg today.
Let's try on some clothes and have some fun.
Either you had your clothes made or you went to like the Salvation Army and you found something different that was from the store. That's how, like growing up, that's how we kind of got into it, my sister and I. By doing that, you got to learn good fabric, good craftsmanship.
Now, this is not a consignment shop. Dee shops for all the clothing herself. She cleans everything and puts out new clothing every day, size 0 to 3X. You get to go out and find all of the goodies for your store. What is that like?
Oh, it's so much fun. I'm a personal shopper for a lot of women. And like after I have a customer that comes in a few times and I get to know them, the atmosphere I try to create in here is I serve coffee and tea all the time. I want like a safe place for women to come and they can just sort of take their time. I have things in the drawers so that they can just browse. This is a cute piece. This is just a nice little hand crocheted piece to put like a little textured piece under. I sell more shoes than anything else here. And when I first opened, I wasn't sure how women were gonna feel about buying used shoes. Because some women are really funny about that, but then there's the rest of us who are like, shoes!
Now, Kim and I admit before today we were not thrift store shoppers, but Dee's store does have a welcoming, cheery atmosphere, more of a boutique than a thrift store.
I have a lot of women that'll bring their friends who have never been in thrift stores. And the newbies are like, huh. And then it's like, oh, these are nice. They're Banana Republic. They look like they're brand new. Oh yeah, I can do this. Yeah, they're only $12,
And Dee's creative side is what makes the store extra special.
This is a hanger and discarded tissue paper from somebody's present. It's a pink top that didn't sell, it's linen. And the face is paper mache, the body underneath this is paper mache. And then it's just broken jewelry. This was a hair clip. Picasso's my favorite, so I'm always doing him. But I do Lautrec, I do Miro, I do Chagall. And then if someone has, a favorite, I'll do those also. Most of my clothes are like long sleeve blouses are like 10, short sleeve are like 9, sweaters are between 12 and 15, unless it's something special. Same thing with slacks. The price range is really between $12 and $18. And this, it's a little vintage one, but it's like, who doesn't like?
Definitely on you, not on me. I can tell that.
All right, that'll be my first outfit.
we had talked about the fact that Kim and I haven't shopped in thrift stores, but there is somebody that we work with that does shop with you.
Well, Vanessa came in. She was one of those days where I think she was rushing. She had to get something special and everything. But she found a couple of pieces. I know she even got a suit.
At the moment I walked in, I absolutely loved it. Being a girl who is on a budget and who's also on TV, you always want to find some key classic pieces that are also affordable and good quality. And this store has just been a haven for that. Every thrift store is different. I like this one because it's so inviting, it's warm, it smells great, as you said.
Certainly does,
so it's very welcoming, you feel comfortable. Not every thrift store is like that, and not every thrift store has the types of pieces you'll find here. But I think you have to give it a try, and I know everyone will find something that they love.
Now, Dee wants you to visit her shop, whether you're a newbie like us or a veteran bargain hunter. She's giving us 2 $25 gift certificates to Second Story High-End Thrift.
Now just go to our October album, read all the captions, and like the proper photo for your chance to win on our Facebook page. Good luck. When we come back, we find the perfect thing to relieve stress.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. Have you ever been so stressed out you just want to beat on something?
Oh, yes, I have. Well, we found a real stress buster. Marie and I joined a drum circle. Now, whether you need to de-stress or just forget about everything for a while, beating on a drum may just be the answer.
Have to pick our weapons.
This will be fun. I'm looking for drumsticks, forgetting that there are none. Dozens of drummers found a spot on the sandy beach at Mauch Lake Park, many experiencing their first drum circle, just like Marie and I.
This is the traditional drum of West Africa. It has a history and a tradition of being a healing drum, and I will attest to it that it definitely does that, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Very much healing drum. And you don't have to be a shaman, you just have to want to play and make some music. So that's what we're gonna do right now.
Mauch, an experienced musician, has been running drum circles in the Lehigh Valley for years. She teamed up with Jewel Greco from Doc Baker's Healing Center in Jim Thorpe in hopes of starting a monthly drum circle.
We're going to have it here at the beach. We're going to have it at lakes. We'll have it in cornfields. We're going to move to on top of mountains. So we're going to keep it very earthy in the background and just have Mother Earth be our background and enjoy.
So all you want to do is bring your hand down and touch the drum and pull away from the head. So let's get going. Let's try that.
We're doing it.
Yes.
Yeah, there you go.
It didn't take long to get the basics of drumming, so Mo kept challenging us.
All right, you ready? Here we go.
Fortunately, as long as you make a sound, it's music.
People just love it. It just brings smiles to them, brings laughter. Laughter's healing, smiling's healing, all sorts of things, and it just brings joy.
My job every day is to think all day long, and this is exactly the opposite. So that I really like. But the other thing is just beating on a drum is much better than beating on someone else. And so this drumming has saved a lot of people's lives. Let me just put it to you that way.
People that never have ever known each other can bring drums and start playing, and within minutes we'll be playing together because It comes from within.
Relaxing, it's peaceful.
As the sun started to set, our drum circle turned into a party with a belly dancer, Amanda Carson from Tamaqua, and lots of hula hoopers, including Danny Marie Butala, swirling fire.
How did we do tonight? We were brand new to the drum circle.
You were both brand new. There was a lot of people here that were brand new, but everyone did great. This is the beauty, seriously, this is the beauty of drums and drumming. You don't have to know anything. A drum is a very accessible instrument. You don't have to take years of lessons. You don't have to learn how to hold it and all this technique. All you do is sit down, walk through the simple steps with your hands that I showed you, and you're on your way.
If you make a sound, it's success, right?
Yes.
Yeah,
yes.
It was a lot of fun.
If you've never experienced a drum circle, give it a try. You can bring the entire family, young and old alike.
And we want to thank everyone who was in our drum circle at Mauch Chunk Lake Park for a great evening and for sharing this.
Whatever you do, be the talk of the town. Come on!
I think they're done.
I think they're burning.
We're burning the cookies. I think they're just perfect.